Hello everyone, my name is Zoe Hawk and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Origins. So, we are just about ready to do the LANDSMEET. We still have 2 quests I want to finish, which is a change in leadership and... actually 3 quests. Yeah. A change in leadership, the last crime wave with some cauldry, and then John's intentions. If I can trigger it, I would be very happy. I've never seen it, but yeah. So the first thing we're going to do is we're gonna go and travel around outside. Like we'll go to Orzammar and then we'll go down here. We'll go everywhere. Yeah. So let's just go to the Frostback Mountains. If nothing triggers, if we don't get any fights or any cutscenes or anything, then I won't show it. We got a fight just now, but yeah, if we don't get it, then I'll cut it all out and just show the stuff that does show up. So
you can get off my
oh, Alistair got that one. Still loves that move. Oh, there's one up here. I did not know. Everyone's probably, yep, getting that one. I didn't notice there was one up here.
Got it.
But anyways, like, yeah. I'm gonna cut out all the traveling and stuff around. If we don't get anything, this, of course, I'll show. Quartz. Acid flask. But yeah, I just want to take a little bit of time to try to trigger those quests.
I'll get on it.
Quests to finish them up. Elf fruit.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my
Elf
back?
fruit.
All right, all right.
Now, I'm recording all of this in one session, so I am planning on finishing the whole game today. If it goes too long, I will cut it into 2 or 3 episodes. But they'll all come out on the same day. I don't want to do that to you guys and not... so you can watch them all in the same day. Okay, let's continue just going around. I'll be back if there's nothing. Let's go there. I'll cut to the part where if there's nothing. I am going to show this part because... well, that. And we never did get, the Antivan leather boots in this store up here, so I'm going to go get those. And then, I may go to the Deep Roads in Orzammar and, get the helmet for Wen. Because that's one thing I didn't do. So. Is that wrong?
Your desire?
Can you open this? Why is it already open? Anyways, we got that. What was that? I didn't even read it, sorry. Skull gloves, Mage's eye, Antivan leather boots, and a locket. Okay. So yeah. Okay, so I'm taking a little break from traveling around. I'm going to get my dog. Alistair, you're out.
Lost it.
And we're gonna go into the Deep Roads to get that helmet for Wen. I think it's any one of these, but I'll go here. Okay. Doggy. Do you see anything? Old helmet. May have belonged to a Grey Warden or one of the Legionnaires of the Dead. I think that's exactly what we wanted. That's so funny, it's the first thing. Yep. There you go. And you get an item set bonus, which I'm not sure what exactly it does, but there you go. I'm gonna probably talk to him a little more. Cocks his head at you. A tattered old book. Some of the pages have been chewed. Very chewed and moist book. Let's see that. Much of this is illegible. Day 42. I begin to suspect that we are being manipulated as if by some unseen hand far above us. Always I hear the sound of clicking. Click, click, click. Several pages are missing and much of the ink on the remaining pages have run together. And then told them I wouldn't take any cheese unless it came directly from the revered mother's hand. Mud or something similar has soaked into the pages here. Day 115. My mother told me I was special. I never knew how right she was. The ink has smeared horribly. It was Yosaurus. I swear, it looked just like the carving in the Earl's drawing room. I sent it to the circle to verify, but I haven't heard. Huh. That's about that sword that we have. Maybe I sold it, but yeah. Do you see anything? Doesn't seem to have found anything. So if he doesn't find anything for a little bit here, I'll just cut to when we leave. Okay, so the dog returns with what looks to be a 100-year-old bottle of wine. Dust still clings to it. Okay. Dog seems to have found a piece of wood carved with curious symbols. Dirt still clings to it, and it looks very old. Thank you. You don't really know what it is, but it looks like it could be used as some sort of weapon, some kind of weapon. Okay. Dog runs up to you and deposits a slightly damaged cake to your waiting hands. You just found this? You just found this then? Cake, excellent, good boy. Thanks? Cake, excellent, good boy. Comes running up to you with a tangled ball of woolen yarn. The ends are trailing in the dust behind him. One thing I gotta say, when we first got my dog Moose, we were in town and we had taken him, and he was still like a puppy, and so I was walking him to let him go to the bathroom, and he wasn't doing anything, so I just stood by him and started petting him, and he peed on my foot. Oh, I was so mad, but now it's just funny. I will never stand by another dog like that and pet them while I'm trying to get them to go to the bathroom. Okay, he doesn't seem to have found anything else. So, we're gonna leave. Okay, oh, we can travel straight from here. Okay, back to Denerim. Let's try that. Okay, so I traveled around for a long time and did not get it to spawn. So, huh. Dog dropped off happily. Wait, where are you going? Try not to scare too many people. I suppose he's just going off to do some shopping. Try not to scare too many people. Dog runs up to you happily. He appears to have found a friend.
Puppy!
Mako, where did you get that? Where are your mother and father?
Puppy!
He wags his tail. Put him back where he belongs now. No, you can't keep him. If he comes with us, he's going to have to fight darkspawn. That one. Argumentative bark. I know he's too young, that's my point. Then you should return him to his parents, yes? Exactly, now take him home. Then you should return him to his parents, yes? I forgot we had the dog with us. Okay, so... I might have messed up. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna travel to the Pearl, and then what is this down here? I should have looked at that first. Okay.
I'll get on it.
Yeah, that's the ransom drop location. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I don't know if there's a bug with this quest, the change in leadership quest, but I just read up on it because I thought I was supposed to trigger it somehow for a cutscene, but the guy's supposed to be in the alleyway right when we get here. So I don't see him. So I don't know if I messed up that quest as well. By going back and forth so much. I'm gonna go check with the Blackstone regular person here. And then we'll see. If we don't complete these quests, I'm not very sad about it. I've completed them before. And I don't think it adds anything to the LANDSMEET or anything.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Yeah, see, maybe if I go out right now, it'll do it? Maybe I was supposed to complete it before completing the alienage? I don't know.
Dwarven crafts. Find dwarven crafts.
If he's not there now, I'm just gonna continue. Because I've tried... Yeah, he's not there. I've tried everything. And I cannot get anything to spawn, so... Or not spawn, to anything, any of the cutscenes, Darwin's cutscene, or that one. Which I probably messed it up, I probably bugged it out, but I don't care. So I think it's time to go talk to... actually, I have one more thing to do before, damn. I need to go get all of the gifts and things out of out of the party chest before we start the LANDSMEET, because we can't go there again. Well, maybe we can. I'm not gonna risk it though. And there's one more thing also I want to try, is going to camp and talking to all our people again, finishing up some of that. When? Can you activate that, please? Thank you. He's not there, right? No. Okay. We'll go here. There's one gift I want to give to Zevron, because it's a special gift. And it is these right here.
That smell. This is uneven leather, isn't it? I would know that anywhere. I don't know how you found it, but thank you.
You're quite welcome. What are you waiting for? Try them on. Yes, no need to get teary-eyed. You're welcome.
Now, if only you could find me a prostitute or two. A bowl of fish chowder and a corrupt politician. I'd really feel like I was home. And they fit as well. Marvelous.
Okay. So that's done. He probably gave me back his boots. Right? You're wearing those now. War spell resistance. And then you were wearing these. These are much better for you. I'm sorry. But that's what you're going to be wearing. And then, I think these red shiny strikers might be better. Yeah. Let's give them those. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to camp. And we'll talk to all our people. And then we'll get going on the LANDSMEET. Now, I'm going to have, 2 playlists. It's going to have all the episodes that so far. But the end part here will be different. Like, the LANDSMEET will be fine, but up until the point where Morrigan does her thing, that part will be different. And, of course, the end will be different because I'm going to do something different. But let's talk to all our people, and then we'll get going. Pants happily. Pet the dog. Pet DOG. He's a good boy. Okay, and then... let's talk to Zevron.
I did not thank you. It occurs to me now that you have freed me from the crows, and yet I did not think to thank you for it. No matter why you did it, it was done, and I the benefactor. So, thank you.
You're welcome. We are friends, Zebron. I was glad to do it. It's about damn time. There's no need. We are friends, Zebron. I was glad to do it.
You say that so quickly, and yet it is an odd thing for me to hear. In the crows, we do not have friends, and yet here you are, and I cannot help but consider you such.
We are comrades in arms. We're not really friends, Zebron. I did what I had to do, that's it. I think of you as more than a friend. Not saying that. We are comrades in arms.
Then allow me to say this. What we are doing here, stopping the blight, I cannot think of anything I have ever done which is so worthy. I intend to see this through to the end with you. After all, someone must take responsibility for preventing your untimely death. A suitable task for a friend, yes?
I think that's an excellent plan. You don't need to die either, you know? You never know what's going to happen. I don't need any help. You never know what's going to happen.
If someone had said to me just a year ago, Zevran, my lad, you're going to fail against your most important mark, and it will be the smartest thing you've ever done, I would have slit his throat. So, yes, I'm right with you on the never know what's going to happen bit. I believe I founded the club.
Okay, maybe one more time?
Your wish?
Answer some questions.
Whatever you'd like to ask.
Care to tell me about that last mission now?
Yes, I suppose it is time. You have been a good friend to me after all. There is no reason to be silent. There is a reason I accepted this mission in Ferelden, far away from home, and it had nothing to do with any thought that I might leave the crows. Meeting you, after all, was quite an accident. My last mission before this one did not end well.
Is this a story or a confession? What happened? It failed or something else? It failed or something else?
The mission itself was quite successful. I mean that it did not end well for me. You must realize that until that day I was cocky and arrogant. I was the best crow in Antiva, I believed, and I bragged of my conquests often, both as an assassin and lover.
You were more cocky and arrogant? And how have you changed, and then what? You were more cocky and arrogant?
Indeed. I was often told I was insufferable, right before I ended up in bed with someone. Such is how it was. One of the crow masters grew tired of my boasting. My bid for an incredibly difficult mark was accepted, much to my surprise. A wealthy merchant with many guards and completely silent. Taliesin agreed to be part of my team, as well as an elven lass named Rina. She was a marvel. Tough, smooth, wicked. Eyes that gleamed like justice. Everything I thought I desired.
Uh-oh. I sense a tragic ending, and you fell in love. And you fell in love?
Rina was special. I had closed off my heart, I thought, but she touched something within me. It frightened me. When Taliesin revealed to me that Rina had accepted a bribe from the merchant, told him of our plan, I readily agreed that she needed to pay the price and allowed Taliesin to kill her. Rina begged me not to. On her knees, with tears in her eyes, she told me that she loved me and had not betrayed us. I laughed in her face and said that even if it were true, I didn't care.
That was utterly cruel, but that wasn't true. And you killed her? But that wasn't true.
I convinced myself it was. Taliesin cut her throat, and I watched her bleed as she stared up at me. I spat on her for betraying the crows. When Taliesin and I finally assassinated the merchant, we found the true source of his information. Rina had not betrayed us, after all.
I'm so sorry. You said it yourself, death happens. You had no way of knowing that. I'm so sorry.
I wanted to tell the crows what we had done, our mistake. Taliesin convinced me not to. He said it would be a foolish waste. So we reported that Rina had died in the attempt. We needn't have bothered. The crows knew what we had done. The master who disliked me told me so to my face. He said the crows knew, and they didn't care. And one day, my turn would come.
One day it will. Why would he do that? So you felt guilty. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
You once asked why I wanted to leave the crows. In truth, what I wanted was to die. What better way than to throw myself at one of the fabled Grey Wardens? And then, this happened, and here I am.
That is awful, Zevran. I'm so sorry. Do you still want to die? Why did you tell me this? That is awful, Zevran. I'm so sorry.
It feels good to speak of it to someone. I swore I never would. Whatever it is I sought by leaving Antiva, I think I have found it. I owe you a great deal.
You owe me nothing, you bet your ass you do. I'm glad to have you with me. I think I'm getting nauseous. I'm glad to have you with me.
Let us return to your mission, shall we? Suddenly, I do not feel like standing about.
Okay, so we got his last conversation, I think.
Your wish? Whatever you'd like to ask.
Yeah, that's it. We need to talk schmoozles. Schmooples? Okay, well, when?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Why are you thanking me? This is about an errand, I assume. That one.
Yes, you led me to an errand. You persisted, even though I was sure all you were going to find was a dead end.
It always feels good to get resolution. I'm glad I could help. Just wanted to resolve it so you'd stop obsessing. It always feels good to get resolution.
I will never be able to repay you for what you've done for me. Finding an errand allowed me to bring that chapter of my life to a close. I feel free. A great weight has been lifted off my heart. This moment, it feels like the moment before the sunrise, when all the world is still, holding its breath, waiting for first light. I can stop thinking about my past and look forward to the future. Thank you, my friend. You will always have my gratitude.
Okay.
Have you given any thought to what Anarin said? There is wisdom in his words. You are a mage, and you could be what the Circle needs most.
I'm a Grey Warden. I might not survive the Blight. I would love to return to the Circle if I could. I don't want to go back to that oppressive place. I'm a Grey Warden.
But you never really left the Circle like Anarin did. Your life as a Grey Warden has given you a chance to venture abroad, farther than many mages have been. You've seen the world, dealt with kings and lords, Templars and apostates. You've seen the good and bad of all of these. You could bring these experiences back to the Circle, improve it with what you know. It will take time, but it can be done. Slowly.
I'll think about it. I'll decide when the time comes. You could change the Circle. Why me? Don't you understand? I'm done with the Circle. You could change the Circle. Why me?
Oh, believe me, I would if I could. But I am not long for this world. Day by day, I feel myself weakening. I will not live to see the Circle rebuilt and made stronger and more glorious. This will be a dream I take to my grave. It doesn't have to be a dream for you.
Yeah, no thank you, Win.
What's on your mind?
Have you changed your mind about Morgan and me?
I have watched you for a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. It doesn't happen often, but I see her smile to herself sometimes when she watches you.
Are you trying to apologize for what you said? Does she? Aw, how sweet. I have to tease her now. See, you were wrong about us. Does she? How sweet. I have to tease her now.
I think I was too harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry.
Apology accepted. You wanted the best for both of us. You had better be sorry. I was deeply insulted. You wanted the best for both of us.
What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife.
Why didn't you tell Morgan that? She's mad at me right now. Okay, Ogren, I'm taking your helmet off just in case because apparently something's wrong with your code or whatever. You don't take your helmet off when you have important things to ask me. So.
There you are. I was thinking, we've been through a lot together now. We're like old war buddies. So I figured why not invite you to share a drink, huh? A drink from my own stash, my family's recipe, and dedicated to my comrades in arms.
Oh, I was so worried it was going to be Liliana's butt in the picture the whole time. I'm so glad it's not. I'd like that very much. No thank you, Ogren. Finally, I get to taste Ogren's famous brew. Oh no, that stuff's too strong for me. I'd like that very much.
Yes! The Warden steps up! How do you feel?
Was there even any alcohol in there? I feel great. Got any more? I can't believe I did that. I'm going to be sick. I feel great. Got any more?
Oh no, the rest is for me. You'd need to do something really unspeakable to get into the rest of my stash. I just wanted to tell you, after all we've been through, you're like family to me. Closest thing I've had in years.
I feel the same way. Don't get all doughy on me now, Ogren. A toast then to comrades in arms. I feel the same way, Ogren.
Oh, Warden, I do believe I'm getting all misty-eyed. But that could be because those beans are getting chatty, if you know what I mean. So, do you want to talk about something?
Like to get to know you more?
What about?
Let me see. Do you feel homesick for Orzammar yet?
I do. A bit. A little bit.
Do you ever want to go back there? I bet I miss my home too. That place, Orzammar, was horrible. Orzammar is a grand place. I can see why you missed it. Oh, get over it, you homesick little baby. Orzammar is a grand place. I can see why you missed it.
When I was there, I thought it was a muckhole full of backstabbing, tin-plated would-be tyrants. But it's also home. Flies live in piles of dung, but I bet they'd miss it when they're gone. Still, I can't go back even if I wanted to. I'd rather be dead than be castless in Orzammar. I guess I'd rather be a useless lump of a dwarf out here than a useless lump of a dwarf back there.
I don't find you useless, Ogren. Maybe you could try to be less useless anywhere. That sounds like a fair outlook. I don't find you useless, Ogren.
Nice of you, Warden, but I know what side of the house the Lou is on. Hey, let's go find something to kill, huh? All this talk makes my hands twitchy.
Okay,
You there. Hi, you. I've been watching you. Where can I get some sauce for that rump roast?
what? I'm a man. Are you propositioning me? Oh no, Ogrens, go sleep it off. Right here, you mad Dwarven stallion. When I'm a woman, I always say this bottom one. I'm gonna say, are you propositioning me?
That's right. You've wiped your foot on the Ogren doormat of love. Go and make yourself ready, woman. I'll be right there to see to it.
He just called me a woman.
Ass chaps. You saw it. Tell that thing to give it back.
You must be drunk. What are you talking about? I didn't see anything, Ogren. Oh, are you having Ogren time again? That one.
Only if by Ogren time you mean. Yes. But that dog ruined it when he stole my pants. I'll show him. Yeah, I don't need my pants anyway.
Well, alright. I'll just be going. Yes, you do. You need your pants. Ogren, you're wearing your pants. We'll talk more later. Yes, you do. You need your pants.
Aye, that's why I need to crack that dog over his sodding head. You hear that, Nug Humper? I'm coming for you. Prepare to die. Right here, old pal.
Okay, I think that's it.
Aye, alright then.
That's it for Ogren. Let's talk to Liliana.
Do you remember our discussion?
Yes, of course. What discussion? Do you think my memory is really that bad? What discussion?
About Marjolaine and me, and my doubts about my path. I just wanted to tell you that I thought about what you told me, and you were right. Despite what Marjolaine says, I am not like her. I know that now. I've found peace in knowing the Maker, and nothing will change that. I followed you to make the world a better place, and as long as I keep that in mind, I will not fall. Sometimes, it takes another to show us the truths we hide from ourselves.
It was my pleasure, so do I get a reward? Yes, let's not get all... It was my pleasure, so do I get a reward? Yes, let's not get all sappy here. That one.
Am I embarrassing you? Well, fine then. I don't really like you, and you're a terrible friend. Terrible. I'm not glad I'm here. At all.
Sounds good to me. One more time?
You've seen and touched Andraste's ashes. They are the holiest thing on this earth. The remains of the Maker's chosen.
How can something so mundane have power? It is quite remarkable, yes. They're just ashes of some woman. That one.
Maybe it is belief and faith that imbues them with their power, or just maybe Andraste really was blessed by him. I do not know if I am worthy to look upon her.
Why do you even revere Andraste? She's dead, it doesn't matter. Andraste fought forever and she belongs to us all. She's dead, it doesn't matter.
I suppose you could look at it that way, but she still deserves our respect. But there is little time to debate this. Let us move on.
You can dislike me if you want. There you go.
I know that look. You have something on your mind, don't you?
We need to talk.
Of course.
Oh my god. Are you feeling better about what happened with Marjolaine?
Yes, a little better. Time heals all wounds, so they say. Scars remain, but they are just colors in the painting that is my life, no?
I just wanted to make sure you were alright. I think I see what you mean. You don't have to talk all fancy. They add to the complexity and beauty of the piece. Yeah, I see what you mean.
I wish things had happened differently, but knowing her and knowing me, I don't think it could have. We had good times, though, and I look back on those fondly. Whatever happened after will never change the truth of the past.
You know you can talk to me if you need to. She was special to you. She was special to you, wasn't she? I'm glad this is not affecting you adversely. Well, you can talk to me if you really need to.
It's not so bad. Look, now I have new friends, a new family. In spite of it all, life is good. I know that look. You have something on your mind, don't you?
Need to talk.
Of course.
What are you gonna do when all this is over?
I have not given this a lot of thought. What will I do? We've traveled far and wide. Does it need to end?
I'd like to see what the world too. So wonderful to hear you say that. I don't know if I'm interested in more death. I don't want to go with her.
Ugliness can be found anywhere if you look hard enough. The same can be said of beauty. There's so much out there. Adventures to be had and stories to be told. I want to be part of it all. I might need some company. And you're not too irritating. You're welcome to come along if you like.
I would love to. When you put it that way, how can I say no? Let's just stay alive for now. That one.
Good idea. Before one plans for the future, one should be sure one has one, yes?
I don't know what it is about her, but she just irritates me.
I know that look. You have something on your mind, don't you?
And no, I don't want to talk to you anymore. We're done with her. Okay. Alistair?
Ask away.
You got anything to say?
Of course.
No? Good. I'm glad. Sten.
What is your wish, Kadan?
I already asked that. Something you mentioned?
Speak, then.
That's enough.
Then I suggest we move on.
Question?
I am hardly surprised.
No, we already
Very
asked
well.
that. Let's go.
As you wish.
Good, he's done too. Okay, Shell?
I am listening.
Questions?
It doesn't have better things to do.
Let's move on. Awesome.
Then.
The only one we didn't talk to, like, a lot was Liliana. And I do not care. Let's talk to Morgan.
Your desire?
Ask you something?
So, full of questions, are you?
No, not that. Can we at least kiss her?
Your desire? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Kiss her.
Ah, such a romantic, I see. Your desire?
She's probably gonna yell at me again.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
But I gotta try.
I said no. Leave me be, if that is your only interest.
Sorry. Okay, so that's done. We talked to everybody. I'm gonna sell a few things and then I'll be back. Okay, one thing before we get going. I want to go find, some lyrium dust, and I don't know exactly where that is, where we can buy a bunch of it. So
Yes.
I'm gonna look it up and then
Yes.
I'll be back once we go there.
Yes.
Okay, I was told the Circle Tower. Alright, I looked it up, and that's what it says. That they have an unlimited supply of lyrium dust, so we'll see.
You really killed all those abominations? I'm sure you need supplies after that.
Okay, let's buy the health potions. Don't even know how much we have, but we're actually low on... Oh, well, not that low. Okay. This. Lyrium dust, 99. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna buy a bunch of those. And then, when can you please... Where's it right there? I need... I just sold all my deep mushroom. I didn't know I needed it. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I'm gonna make some of these. And... some of those, and some of this. And you carry flasks as well.
You really killed all those abominations? I didn't think it was possible. I'm sure you need supplies after that.
You don't carry any flasks. Okay. So I think I can go back to camp and get those back. I did not realize I needed deep mushroom to make the swift saws. I know now, but I didn't. After I make these, we'll go back to Denerim and get going with the LANDSMEET.
Are you sure I can't? I'm sure you'll be...
Okay, we are gonna go back to Denerim now.
Yes.
Alistair, Wynn,
Yes.
Zevron.
Yes.
Denerim. Let's go. Okay. Still not there. Wynn, make the swift saws for me, please. Should have bought more flasks. I got 23, that's good. Okay, we're gonna go in here and go talk to Eamon. And get this LANDSMEET going. We all gotta play Awakening. I think I'm gonna make it its own playlist. But let me know if you guys want me to tack it onto the end of this playlist. I think it should be its own, but it's almost a full game in itself. But yeah, let's talk to Eamon now.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there?
Loghain was collaborating with a Tevinter slaver. I have proof Loghain was involved in slave trading. Would it make you happy to know Loghain is selling elves? I have proof Loghain was involved in slave trading.
Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the LANDSMEET to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Okay, let's go. Okay, we are ready. We gotta get Zevron.
Yes.
Yes.
To do Slim Cauldry's thing. So let's go. Wait, where is he? Why isn't he here? I can't wait around for him. I don't understand why he's not there. Usually he shows up at this point, but let's just go to the LANDSMEET and get this going.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Merrick's son, you would already be in the LANDSMEET, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the LANDSMEET itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
Stop talking and show me what you can do with that thing. How can you support the man who killed your king? Intimidate, turn aside, serve your queen, and save Merrick's throne? Persuade, do you really not see what Loghain has become? That one.
I have had so many doubts of late. Loghain is a great man, but his hatred of Orlais has driven him to madness. He has done terrible things. I know it. But I owe him everything. I cannot betray him. Do not ask me to.
Intimidate, put down your weapons and let us pass. Persuade, then let me stop him. You know it's the only way. Then you will share his death. Persuade, let me stop him.
I never thought duty would taste so bitter. Stop him, Warden. Stop him from betraying everything he once loved. Please, show mercy. Without Loghain, there would be no Ferelden to defend.
Okay, let's go.
My lords and ladies of the LANDSMEET, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now?
Let us talk about loyalty to Alistair, your king. Persuade, I'm not the one who betrayed Ferelden. The Blight is the threat here, not Orlais. That one.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The south is fallen, Loghain. Will you let darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, can we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
You fled the field at Ostagar and left Caelan to die. You sold Ferelden citizens into slavery to fund your war. You allowed Rendon Howl to imprison and torture innocents. That one.
The Warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night. The things done to him. Some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Howl was responsible for himself. He will answer to the Maker for any wrongs committed in this life, as must we all. But you know that. You were the one who murdered him. Whatever Howl may have done, he should have been brought before the Seneschal. There is no justice in butchering a man in his home.
Why did you try to steal the throne from your own daughter? No, then why did you send a blood mage to poison all Eamon? Is there justice in selling elves to Deventer? What do you know about justice? You left Caelan to die. If you want justice, then put Merrick's son on the throne. Is there justice in selling elves to Deventer?
Selling elves? Explain this, Loghain.
This is war. Did you believe it would be like the old tales? Knights with pennants flying over battlefields where all outcomes are decided simply and with honor. War is cruel. Every soul who fought alongside Marek knows this. And in it, there are no such things as innocence, only the living and the dead, and the degrees of guilt both bear. Sacrifices were made. If they were too great, the Maker will judge me for it. But enough of this. I have a question for you, Warden. What have you done with my daughter?
We're discussing your crimes here. What are you talking about? What have I done? I protected her from you. What are you talking about?
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
The Queen speaks the truth. Logain is not to be trusted. Listen to Honora. Logain is power mad. Listen to Honora. Logain is power mad.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Honora. I wanted to protect you from this.
My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before. It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldens have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself.
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Logain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
The LANDSMEET is against you, Logain. Step down gracefully. I knew the people would do the right thing. Ha! You lose. The LANDSMEET is against you, Logain. Step down gracefully.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once, before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
Call off your men and we'll settle this honorably. If you want to fight Logain, you'll get one. We'll settle this honorably.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this.
A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me.
Enough. Let the LANDSMEET declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
I'll fight this duel myself.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Okay.
You're no match for me.
Now,
Yes. It's a massacre, and no one's getting out alive.
I do not fear death!
It's a good day to die.
No.
Well done.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I'll get on it.
Good. Okay.
Breaking a sweat already.
We got this thing.
Wonderful.
I was a little worried there.
Wonderful.
Come on, quit missing.
Just call me the Reaper.
Jeez. Oh my god.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
In the Maker's name!
Well done.
You're in a little over your head. I do not fear death! In the Maker's name! It's over for you! Right. Just call me the Reaper!
There we go.
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
You'll die for what you've done. I accept your surrender. You'll die for what you've done.
Wait, there is another option. The Teyrn is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
You want to make him a warden? Why? No, that's crazy. Would that even work? He's not exactly loyal to us. Would that even work? He's not exactly loyal to us.
What does loyalty matter? We are what we are. The joining binds us to the darkspawn. You know this. If you were to forswear your oath and flee today, you'd find yourself in the deep roads, or the blight lands given time. You'd seek them out, or they'd seek you.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not. Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you. How can we simply forget that?
No, Loghain has to die for his crimes. Riordan has a point. We should put him through the joining. No, Loghain has to die for his crimes.
You can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora, hush. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Father.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
Very well. Alistair, you should be the one to do this. I can't do it. Very well.
So it is decided. Alistair will take his father's throne.
Wait, what? No. When did this get decided? Nobody's decided that. Have they?
So much for our plan to rule together. If Alistair would rather not have the throne, I am more than willing to take it.
I hardly think you're the appropriate person to mediate this, Honora. Warden, will you help us?
Alistair?
Strange. I feel like I'm back at the Abbey, trying not to get chosen last for the sparring teams.
Do you think you're ready to be king, Alistair?
As ready as anyone ever is, I suppose. Which is to say, yes, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready to choose.
As the arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead Ferelden?
Alistair, Queen Honora. I believe Alistair and Honora plan to marry and rule jointly. That one.
We do. I believe this is what King Merrick wanted. To see his blood tied to my father's to begin a new line of Ferelden kings.
But I mean, I did swear an oath. What I mean is, I'm all for founding a new line of kings. But, well, there's the blight.
What the king is trying to say, my lords and ladies, is that he will be taking the field with his fellow Grey Warden to do battle with the archdemon.
Yes. That.
Until then, I shall stay in Denerim and rule in my husband's absence, as I did for Kalen. But I trust Alistair shall reach a more heroic ending.
My fellow Grey Warden will, I hope, take Loghain's place as the leader of my armies. Shall we finish this thing together?
I could do no less, my king. Have them get the armies moving. We will beat this blight as Keelan dreamed. That one.
Everyone, get ready to march. It's going to take all of Ferelden's strength to survive this blight. But we will face it, and we'll defeat it!
Ferelden is depending on you all.
You made me king. After all this is over with, they're actually going to put me on the throne. I'm going to be the king.
And here I thought you'd be speechless. Congratulations on your engagement, by the way. Is this a thank you? Pull yourself together, will you? Well, congratulations on your engagement, by the way.
Oh, thanks. That should be interesting, shouldn't it? I suppose there are worse things that could happen to me other than becoming king and being hitched up to a beautiful woman. And Nora probably thinks she'll just be able to push me off to the side. But I'm not that person anymore. She won't be able to walk all over me. This was always a possibility. I always feared it, but maybe there's nothing to fear. I might actually make a good king. You never know. I tell you what, though. I'll make a far better king if I have the right people by my side to help me once I'm on the throne. People like you.
If you want me there, of course I will. Wouldn't have it any other way. You want me to help you? You don't need my help, Alistair. Help you be king? Don't be absurd. You won't need my help, Alistair.
Don't get me wrong, I'm sure I could do well enough if I tried, but I wouldn't be in this position if it weren't for you. So in a way, you owe me. What do you say?
And what about the Grey Wardens? Then I'll have to think about it. Think I could be convinced? No, forget it. I'll have to think about it.
That's good enough for me. Our Leman has left for Redcliffe. He says the army has gathered there and is almost ready to march. As soon as we're ready, we should head to Redcliffe ourselves. The Blight awaits, right?